Hi, I'm Chef Renata, and welcome to my kitchen. Mother's Day is almost here, and this year I want to help you surprise and celebrate the special mom in your life like never before by preparing her the Mother's Day meal that she deserves. An elegant and special mom really requires an elegant and unique meal. So we are leaving the beef, pork, and chicken in the fridge because we are cooking lamb. Now it's not only delicious, it's easier and much more affordable than you might think. And with help from my good friends at True Aussie Lamb, I'm going to teach 3 eager foodies who love to cook almost as much as they love their wives and moms how to prepare 3 different lamb dishes fit for a queen. Then they can each select their favorite dish to prepare on their own at home as a surprise for their special mom on Mother's Day. But we aren't the only ones cooking today. You are invited to join in and discover Australian lamb for yourself. So, if you're ready to cook, have some fun, and learn all about lamb, let's get started. So welcome back to week 3. How are you all feeling?
Really good.
Really good. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we've already got 2 of the lamb entrees under our belts, right?
Right.
We have the Turkish lamb flatbread. We have the Asian barbecue saute that you did last week. And this week, we are doing our chili honey glazed T-bone lamb chops.
Here.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you everything, so really pay attention. This one's a little more complicated. You guys ready to cook?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So working with Chef Renata, it's been an amazing journey, and she went through each step, and she's made it working with lamb so easy. I thought going into it, it was going to be a hard task, but piece of cake.
So first of all, we have a totally different kind of lamb that we are working with here as far as the cut of it. So we dealt with ground, we dealt with a leg of lamb, and now the chops. So all I'm going to do is take these beautiful chops, I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on each side. All right, so we have our skillet heating, and we're using avocado oil because it has a great flame point. And we're just going to set these in. You see that's already smoking.
Ooh, listen to
We
that.
want a nice sear.
Sounds so good.
Sounds great. Okay, while that's cooking, that'll take a few minutes. We're gonna do our Kosher salad. Now, Kosher is a buckwheat groat, so it's part of the buckwheat, and it's gluten-free. So it's a great option for anybody who's trying to eat gluten-free or anything like that. It's a wonderful grain. And then this salad has blanched asparagus. You can just do the tips if your mom prefers just the tips of the asparagus, but I'm gonna use the whole asparagus because this is pretty nice. So next we're going to use radish. Radish gives a nice, fresh, bitter crunch to the salad. You wanna slice these really thin. So we're just chopping this very fine. As you see, just gonna slice them up a little more. So when you get a bite of the radish, you get a little bite of the kashi and everything else. So we're just slicing our strawberries. As you see, I'm taking the stems off there. Slice up a few, and it adds a little bit of sweetness. And then we have our champagne vinaigrette. And then I'm gonna add about half that parsley. And that's just chopped parsley. So now we have our salad ready. Our chops, we just wanna flip them since they're so thick. We have a nice sear on each of the sides. And then we're gonna pop these in the oven. So those are already searing. So we're going to make the glaze. The glaze is very simple. It's a little spicy. It tastes like chili, a little garlic, and there's fermented ingredients in it too. And I'm just mixing it with a little bit of honey. So it's got a little funk to it, but funk in a good way.
So it's spicy.
It's spicy.
Okay.
It's definitely
That's how
spicy.
Jonathan's wife describes him.
Exactly. Exactly that.
You know it, man.
Let's hope so on Mother's Day.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so our lamb chops are out of the oven. We're just going to glaze it. The honey's a little sticky, but the heat of the lamb will melt a little bit and make a really nice glaze. And then we're going to finish our plate while that glaze melts on that a little bit. So this is our beautiful Kosher salad. You can plate these several different ways, but I like to just have the chops like this, and there you go. Now it's
the
your
pressure's
turn.
on.
Are you ready?
Pressure.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Make it look like that, and Mama will be proud. Okay, let's go. Okay, now it's like last week. 30 minutes. That's all you have. 3,
Ready.
2, 1, cook. All right, so you have your avocado oil going, and it's already smoking. That looks great. Yeah.
My mom passed away about 10 years ago. She was my rock. She was just always there. My wife is very special to me, and she loved my mom dearly. It honors me to be able to honor both of them at the same time for Mother's Day. So I want to touch both of their hearts with this. I know my mom will be watching and hope she's proud of me.
All right, so for your asparagus, they're already trimmed and blanched,
Okay.
but you can trim off a little more if you want.
Okay.
They feel pretty good. You cut those down.
13 years ago, it was a really hard time for me and my family. I was diagnosed with cancer at a young age, and it was just a very uncertain time. And my mother stepped in, and she gave me something that I can never return to her, and that is care and love for my children. And she gave me that peace of mind that I wouldn't have had without her, and for that, I'm forever thankful. I want to show her in a way that I've never showed her before, and that means making this meal that will surprise her, that she'll look at it and say, I cannot believe you made this. And I want to do that for her. I want her to feel the care and the love.
Being able to do something for my mom, and yes, it's very small in retrospect, but I know she's gonna love it, and it's coming from the heart. So I'm thankful that this Mother's Day, I can finally give back to her, so I know she'll really love it.
All right, Jonathan, what are you doing? Is this your first time tasting gochujang?
It is.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Your wife likes Caribbean food,
Yeah.
right? And this is where you can really go to this
shine,
sauce
yeah.
a little bit more because it is really similar to those Jamaican flavors with all the chili and the honey, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy. So I think she'll really like that.
I love it. She's gonna love it too.
Great. Everybody's chops look so great. I think it's time to go into the oven and finish them. Let's go. The lamb's been in the oven about 5 minutes. We're ready to take them out and finish our plates. Let's get going.
Woo.
All right, it's time to glaze those T-bones. So grab that chili honey glaze and just lightly coat it. It's okay if it's a little thick in places, Jonathan, because it'll kind of melt on to the lamb as it sits there in the hot pan while you plate everything else.
Took me out of my normal element, but I love it. You know, if I can do it, anyone can do it. You at home, you can do this for your mom or that special woman in your life.
We're down to the wire. 3, 2, 1, done. Step away from your lamb. Oh, wow, that was a time crunch. You guys did really great though. You got it all plated and the lamb looks really good. So let's taste your plates. You've chosen a beautiful white rose.
That is actually my wife's and mom's favorite flower. It represents new beginnings and everlasting love. So it was pretty special that they bonded over this flower. So.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's taste your lamb.
All right.
They look beautiful. Look how nice and pink that is. Yeah.
Oh, that's very tender. Oh, I love it.
The flavor is good. If you want to have medium well for your wife, just another like 3 or 4 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
That'd be perfect.
Excellent.
The glaze is good. I would put a touch more honey in it.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, perfect dish.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm very proud of you. James, you're next.
Come
I'm
on
coming
over.
over to taste. Okay, let's look at your plate. Looks beautiful. All right, let's taste the lamb together.
All right.
So it's beautifully done, nice and pink. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your glaze, you put all the honey in it, right?
I
So
did.
it's a little sweeter. So his has got a little more kick. His wife likes Caribbean cuisine, so that makes sense for him
Correct.
to do that. Your mom likes things a little sweeter, so you
yes.
put all the honey in. So that's
I
the
did.
way you can adjust the recipe. Proud of you. Okay, so here we go. Now your plate looks beautiful. So do you want to try to cut the lamb for us?
I'm ready.
Great.
Let's see. I tried to watch how you were doing it. So.
Okay. Really delicious. You know, you've gotten a beautiful sear, just like you did on your sautés. You got a beautiful sear on the outside. Cooked a little more medium rare. Really nice job. Okay, so you guys have learned the Turkish lamb flatbread, the Asian barbecue sauté, and your final dish today was the chili honey glazed T-bones. Your biggest challenge yet to come, you have to do all this by yourself. You pick a dish.
Whoa.
And you go cook it for your mom on Mother's Day. Are you ready for that?
So
Yes.
ready.
I'm ready
Challenge
to see.
accepted.
It's on now, okay?
All right,
I can't
exciting.
wait.
I can't wait
She's gonna
either.
be so surprised. This will be the best Mother's Day ever.
Right.
I think so too. For all of you watching, make sure you don't miss our final episode when Jonathan, Kim, and James give it their all for Mom. If you're cooking along with us, we'd like for you to share your lamb photos. So follow us at Aussie Beef Lamb with hashtag Simply Spring. We can't wait to see how you will be celebrating the moms in your life this Mother's Day with Australian lamb. Until then, I'm Chef Renata, and thanks for cooking with us.